Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is a really nice Sunday afternoon with 11 races on tap. Let's go to my buddy Pete Aiello with those track and weather conditions.
The remnants of yesterday's rain did its toll on the turf course, so we came off the turf course here this afternoon. That was the bad news. The good news is the sun was out and the track was fast for an 11-race program. First of the day off the turf on the main track at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $25,000. Scratch the 1, 13, and 14. Luis Castillo on the 2, Carlos Hernandez on the 5, Edgar Zayas on the 10. The favorites included 4, Salsita Roja, and 7, Tracy Ann's Legacy. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start for the favorite Tracy Ann's Legacy, who's firing to the top alongside Salsita Roja. These two fly early. They've opened 3 on Jamaican Magician out of their 3rd. Back to 4th is Lady of Quality, then out 5th, and racing about 3 lengths off the lead, I'll Make You Smile, who's quickly up into 3rd now. It's a gap of 2 to Anjali, then Immaculate Heart, followed by an outside running Spice Rum Punch. Sultry Miss to the inside. Mia's Bobtail has dropped better than 9 lengths off the lead, and then it's a gap of another 2 lengths to the trailer. The trailer is a Legalize It. They run to the top of the stretch. Luis Zayas and Salsita Roja have the lead off the turn. Up on the outside, Tracy Ann's Legacy is 2nd. Rail is open for Hernandez. He'll take use of it just like he did yesterday and sends I'll Make You Smile through on the fence to take over. I'll Make You Smile is 5-1 and in front by 2. Tracy Ann's Legacy on the outside now 2nd with Salsita Roja 3rd to the wire. I'll Make You Smile is in front. Wins by 3.5. 2nd, Tracy Ann's Legacy. 3rd is Salsita Roja. Mia's Bobtail photos for 4th alongside Immaculate Heart in 58-3. It's deja vu all over again as Brian Hernandez Jr. rides the rail to victory as he does it aboard number 3, I'll Make You Smile. She makes her Gulfstream Park debut, a winning one, coming in for Kentucky from her trainer Mike Tomlinson. Jockey Brian Hernandez Jr. I'll Make You Smile, the daughter of Stroll, owned and bred by Ralph Kinder and Herb Woolsey. We move to the 2nd race at 7 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $35,000. Scratch number 5, Chic and Sexy. A field of 6. Favorite was 2, Dana Grace. And they're off. Kind of an awkward getaway for Armony's Angel. The other fractious horse, Jazzy Beach, is away well down at the inside, and Dana Grace moving to challenge. Starship Halo makes it 3 across the course ahead of the gray Twitch again, who's now 4th. Harmony's Angel settles in joint last alongside Beach Lady in the run to the half-mile point. Clicking down to 4-5, the late money's on the leader, Dana Grace and Jonathan Gonzalez by 1.25 lengths. On the outside, Jazzy Beach tries to keep up 2nd. Back to 3rd is Starship Halo ahead of Twitch again. Then back to Harmony's Angel and Beach Lady. 23-2 for a very reasonable opening quarter speed inside half a mile from home. Dana Grace now opens up a 3-length lead. Jazzy Beach is 2nd, Starship Halo is 3rd. Under the ride 4th is Twitch again ahead of Harmony's Angel, and Beach Lady is last. Less than 3/8 to go, 47 seconds for a half-mile clocking. Dana Grace has it all her own way, and she's 5 to the good. Whip out on 2nd, running Jazzy Beach. From the outside, Starship Halo is 3rd. Harmony's Angel trying to launch an attack while 9 lengths off the lead, and Dana Grace is kicking clear. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Double J goes to work on Dana Grace. She's 6 on top. Harmony's Angel splits horses to try to get into 2nd with Jazzy Beach and Starship Halo, but the opening quarter tells the tale. A slow opening quarter and an easy win coming up for Dana Grace. She is a gate-to-wire winner. Dana Grace, easily. Jazzy Beach 2nd, Starship Halo 3rd. Number 2, Dana Grace takes care of business in today's 2nd race, winning easily under jockey Jonathan Gonzalez. She secured a pretty soft opening quarter, and that told the story. Kathy Ritvo trains the daughter of Mucho Macho Man for owners and breeders, Reeves Thoroughbred Racing. 2nd, number 4, Jazzy Beach, and 3rd was the 6, Starship Halo. We'll be right back.
One of the world's most anticipated thoroughbred racing events of the year returns. The 3rd annual Pegasus World Cup Invitational at Gulfstream Park in South Florida. Drawing competition from around the world with a $16 million purse split between 2 Grade 1 races. On the dirt and on the turf. Experience the incredible fashion, spectacular world-class service and entertainment, and the unrivaled adrenaline of the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. Saturday, January 26th at Gulfstream Park. Get your tickets now at PegasusWorldCup.com.
Back now for race number 3 on the card. 5.5 furlongs over the main track. Claimer is in for $6,250. Scratch the 1, White Smoke. Blinkers on 4, Nicky's Papa. A field of 6. Favorite was the 6, Jack's a Warrior.
And they're off. Jack's a Warrior begins smoothly. Nicky's Papa has speed. From between that pair, Levingard Simar takes over third. From fourth and High Mischief. Second last and under a whip ride from Gary Bain is First Thunder, and Bull Roarer improves on his outside. Down the backstretch they go. Nicky's Papa pushing along Jack's a Warrior. These two in lockstep. Levingard Simar is third. Back to fourth and High Mischief. Back to fifth and Bull Roarer. 3 wide under Zayas, driven to try to gain some ground. The trailer is First Thunder. Around the far turn they go. There's less than 3 furlongs to run. With the advantage, Jack's a Warrior and Tony Mirage a length and a half. Nicky's Papa's under a whip ride trying to get into second. From the outside and Bull Roarer third. Up the inside, High Mischief's going to have a rail opportunity with a 1/4 mile left to go. 23 seconds for the opening quarter speed. Jack's a Warrior turns first with the lead. The rail is open for High Mischief to try to make a late impact. Nicky's Papa's back to third. 1/8 of a mile to go, and with the advantage, it's Jack's a Warrior by 2.5. High Mischief is second. Nicky's Papa's on the outside third. To the wire, Jack's a Warrior is the winner. Very close for second between Nicky's Papa and High Mischief, then Levingard Samar and Bull Roarer.
Congratulations in order to former jockey Shamir Mirage, who has now switched to training. He gets his first Gulfstream Park victory aboard number 6, Jack's a Warrior, with Tony Mirage in the irons. He's had a nice week of racing. Won yesterday, wins again today with this son of Poseidon's Warrior. Second, number 4, Nicky's Papa, and third was number 2, High Mischief. We move to the 4th race of the afternoon off the turf on the main track at 7 furlongs. Maiden Claimer is in for $35,000. Scratch the 1, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, and the 16. Off-time favorite was number 8, Leilani.
Good start out wide for My Cotton Candy, but moving to challenge are both Leilani and Sky Chaser at the inside, and long story short, from between horses, that's Tell Me Mo, and the early trailer is My Francesca. Out of the chute and onto the main course. The leader is long shot Sky Chaser and Edgar Prado in front, 3 parts of length. Leilani is there second. Then it's a trio comprised of My Cotton Candy on the far outside, long story short at the rail, and Tell Me Mo between horses. The early trailer is My Francesca. She's about 6 lengths off the lead. The opening quarter was a controlled 23-3 as they're half a mile from home. Advantage to Sky Chaser, 3 parts of length. Leilani is there second. Looking for room already is long story short. Ortiz trying to guide her to the outside, trying to prevent that from happening. Isaya's on My Cotton Candy from 4th. Back to 5th and running home a bit is My Francesca. The trailer now is Tell Me Mo, and the leader is still Sky Chaser. 47-2 for a half mile. Sky Chaser has the lead. Sanchez all over Leilani, and now she puts her best foot forward. And at 4-5, Leilani might have just blown this wide open. Off the top of the turn, Leilani now switches into another gear and opens a 5-length lead. Sky Chaser at a 1 pace trying to hold second. From long story short, My Francesca's on late, but everyone's on late if they're thinking about catching Leilani. Leilani is an easy winner. Leilani and Jeffrey Sanchez, all the hype, 4-5 and going like one. She won by 6. Long story short was second, My Francesca third. Sky Chaser finished 4th.
Number 8, Leilani humbles the competition in today's 4th race, delivering on the short price promise under jockey Jeffrey Sanchez for Stanley Gold and the Arundel Farm. Number 2, long story short, was second ahead of the 3, My Francesca, who ran third. We move now to the 5th race of the afternoon, 1 mile over the main track, 2-year-old Maiden Fillies for a $60,000 special weight purse. Field of 8, the favorite was the 4, Army of 1.
And they're off. Breaking to the outside was Talk, 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 and also Fun Finder veered outward. Good news for Princess Trina, who's away smoothly and fires right to the top. Up on her outside, Fun Finder now rights her course and is up to challenge from second, and Talk the Talk is at the rail third. Back to 4th and Sweet Blossom, 2.5 clear of Army of 1. The betting favorite is about 5 lengths behind. She's 2 in front of Sing Song Bird, and the trailer is Rags Pauline, farther back to Saddle Shoes. Down the backstretch they go, 23-1 for the opening quarter speed. Lively pace, and paving the path is Princess Trina by a half a length. Fun Finder on the outside is second. Talk to Talk at the rail third. Sweet Blossom follows along fourth. Fifth and under a rein is Army of One, about 4 lengths off the lead, ahead of Sing Song Bird and Rags Pauline. And then it's a gap of 10 to the trailer Saddle Shoes. 46-3 for the opening half mile. Princess Trina keeps the speed on. Fun Finder keeps the pressure on. These two now only a half a length apart. Talk to Talk third. 3 wide Army of One, driven between horses Sweet Blossom. Now Rags Pauline is trying to play catch up under Louis Saez. Has a bit of momentum going while working to the outside with a quarter of a mile left to go. They're at the top of the stretch, and cracking under the pressure was Princess Trina. Taking over the lead was Fun Finder. Up on the outside and Talk to Talk with Rags Pauline. 3/16 to go. Hernandez shakes up Fun Finder. She's got a kick, and she's 3 on top. Talk to Talk is there second. Sweet Blossom and Rags Pauline, they battle third and fourth, but this is a very nice win for Fun Finder. Ken McPeak and Brian Hernandez hook up to win it easy. They won by 5 in the end. Talk to Talk second. Sweet Blossom third. Then Rags Pauline and Army of One.
Very impressive victory here today from number 8, Fun Finder, especially when you consider the horse who was with her in the pace ended up backing up to last, and Princess Trina, as Fun Finder kicked on with something in the tank here under Brian Hernandez Jr. He gets his second winner today. This one for Ken McPeak and Magdalena Racing. This filly may have a future. Put her on your list. Fun Finder graduates in start number 2. Time for a commercial break. The Rainbow Six comes your way next, right after this.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow Six. Off the turf, main track at a mile and a 16th. Scratch the 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, and 16. The favorites included number 11, Something Bird, and number 2, Overzealous.
And they're off. Rumbago's the first to be asked for speed. Sent between horses is Overzealous. Alvarado wants some forward position with him. He's down toward the inside. Lefty Coming is taken in hand by Gary Bain and angling 3 wide to run third. Outside and fourth is Something Bird. Then down inside is Art of the Dream. The trailer is Manhattan Project. Around the first turn they go, and a speed duel materializing here. Toward the inside and Overzealous, to the outside and Rumbago. They're stride for stride. 4 ahead of Lefty Coming third. Something Bird is getting a good setup. Fourth and down toward the inside. 2.5 clear of Art of the Dream, and Manhattan Project is last. The opening quarter was energetic, 23-3, and up the backstretch they go. Rumbago has the lead a half a length. Alvarado tries to save the rail with Overzealous. He's been awfully keen early on. Rum third, and much closer now is Something Bird. Back to fourth and Lefty Coming, then Art of the Dream. Manhattan Project has pace to chase. Last of the 6 as they go to the first finish line. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn. Overzealous now has a neck in front. Something Bird, 3 wide and on the attack second. Back to third and Rumbago. 4 back to Lefty Coming, then Art of the Dream, and Manhattan Project. Less than 3/8 of a mile remains. Overzealous has the lead now 3 parts of a length as Something Bird comes under pressure second. Back to third and Rumbago, trying to run home from fourth is Manhattan Project after 3 quarters and 1:12 and 2. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Alvarado was aggressive out of the gate, and Overzealous gives him a 3-length lead turning for home. Dangers include on the outside in Manhattan Project from between Something Bird. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Overzealous trying to seal the deal, 5 on top. Up into second is Manhattan Project, then Something Bird, but it will be Luch Lime Green in race 6 as Overzealous is an easy winner. He'll win by 6 in the end. Manhattan Project was second, third is Something Bird, and then Rumbago.
Number 2, Overzealous, had a win over the main track recently, which definitely gave him an edge. He had to excuse his last race, and he comes back with a good run today, aggressively handled by veteran reinsman Robbie Alvarado, as Overzealous takes care of business in the Luch Lime Green for trainer Anthony Cordarolo. To the 7th race now, the start of the late pick 5 off the turf, main track at 7 furlongs. Scratch 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, and 14. Big favorite, the Pletcher runner, 5, Kitty Foyle.
And they're up. From the inside, my big Italian friend is going out for the early lead. From between horses, that's Kitty Foyle, and up on the outside, Dig Deeper. These three across the course, racing ahead of Esfira, then out wide to Trieste, and the early trailers, the newcomer, Tis My Right. Down the backstretch they go. It's still three across the course here. From the far outside, it's Dig Deeper. Kitty Foyle between horses. At the inside, my big Italian friend. Then it's a gap of three to Tis My Right, who's inside of Esfira, and Trieste is last. 23-1 for the opening quarter speed. There's half a mile left to race. With the advantage and the inside position, my big Italian friend in front now, 3/4 of a length. From between horses, Kitty Foyle has been in that spot the whole way. Up on the outside and Dig Deeper. Then it's a gap of 6 to Esfira ahead of Tis My Right, and Trieste is last. 5/16 to go. My big Italian friend and Romero Mirage let out a notch now and leads the way by a clear length. Dig Deeper is there second, needing to dig deeper, and so is Kitty Foyle, who's in a world of hurt at 4-5, 4 clear of Esfira, and they're at the top of the stretch. My big Italian friend asked to open up, and doing so it will. Leads now by 6, by 7, and still moving away. My big Italian friend right against that inside rail with authority here. My big Italian friend with no dangers and an easy winner by about 9. Up second was Esfira, then Dig Deeper and Kitty Foyle.
What a run from number 2, my big Italian friend, as she humbles the competition, breaking her maiden in style under jockey Romero Mirage for trainer Jason Service and owners Monomoy Stable, the Elkstone Group, Michael Dubb, and Bethlehem Stable. Second, number 10, Esfira. Third, number 9, Dig Deeper. We move now to today's 8th race, the start of the late pick 4 at 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for $6,250. Scratch the 9, R. Sarge. Favorite was the 10, Visionary Ruler.
Ready? And they're off. Wild Mongolia gets the first call, but there goes the big favorite Visionary Ruler onto the front. Paco sending Francesco Appeal from the rail spot to go after the leader. Away in third is Giant Dilemma, back to fourth in Wild Mongolia. Out 3 wide is Game Day Drama, racing ahead of Chase Your Dreams. Wide on the course in Cantaclaro. 3 back to Charlie the Greek, ahead of African Chief and King Wildcat. Dreamy Martini is last. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Visionary Ruler and Francesco Appeal. The two favorites are at each other big time through a 22 and 2 opening quarter speed. Visionary Ruler puts a neck in front. Francesco Appeal toward the rail is second. A gap of 5 to Game Day Drama third. Cantaclaro is back to fourth. Nobody running home yet. King Wildcat widest of all, trying to get a rally going as Visionary Ruler has the lead. There's a 1/4 mile left to go. They went 45 and 4 for the opening half mile. Visionary Ruler turns for home on top by 2.5. Francesco Appeal is second. Down the stand side, King Wildcat farther out, and coming on late is Charlie the Greek. Visionary Ruler is 16th from the money and still well clear. Here's Charlie the Greek charging hard on the outside. He's up into second, but the winner is Visionary Ruler by 3 in the end. Charlie the Greek second. Game Day Drama third. Giant Dilemma finished fourth.
Number 10, Visionary Ruler, proves too classy for the 8th race competition, winning after an early duel with Francesco Appeal under jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. for trainer Jorge Navarro and owners JN Racing Stable. Second, 4, Charlie the Greek, and third was the 7, Game Day Drama. We move to the 9th race, the start of the late pick 3, 1 mile over the main track, off the turf here. Just a field of 5, the big favorite was the 11, Super Tap It.
And they're off. Good start inside for Uncle Mojo, who heads off for the early lead. From the outside, Local Hero has some speed. In between horses, Go Navy Go. Widest of all is Super Tap It, and the early trailer is Basha. They run out of the 1 mile chute, and Local Hero and Joe Bravo have the lead. Super Tap It on the outside of him. Toward the inside of him is Uncle Mojo. Back to fourth is Basha, and the trailer now Go Navy Go. 5 horses separated by 2.5 lengths after the opening quarter went in 23 and 4. Down inside, it's now Uncle Mojo sent along by Luis Saez to get the lead. Local Hero is second, Super Tap It on the outside third. Back to fourth and Go Navy Go, and back to last is Basha. That's the 5 of them as they have less than 5 furlongs to negotiate, and they go to the half-mile point. It's Uncle Mojo tackled again by Local Hero. On the outside, and Johnny V with Super Tap It, poised to strike, only a neck off the lead. Gap of 5 to Go Navy Go and Basha. Around the far turn they go. The second quarter was quick as they went a 46 1/2 mile. And here's Super Tappet with his ears up to take the lead. All in and trying to hang with him. Uncle Mojo back to third, Local Hero. Back to fourth and Go Navy Go with a 1/4 mile left to go. Super Tappet still with his ears up, wanting something to do. Johnny has nothing for him to do yet, as now he shakes him up and kicks it clear to a 3-length lead. Uncle Mojo is second. Local Hero is third. Down the outside and Go Navy Go. 4 to 5. That's easy money on Super Tappet, who's a runaway winner. Super Tappet easily by 7 or 8. Up on the outside, it's Go Navy Go second with Local Hero third.
You cannot win a horse race much easier than the 11 Super Tappet did in today's 9th race. He was widening on his competition, and John Velasquez hadn't even asked him to run yet. Once he did ask him to run, it was lights out. Mark Cassie trains the son of Tappet for Live Oak Plantation. And again, John Velasquez, on board for the winning ride. 7 Go Navy Go was second. 8 Local Hero was third. Time for a commercial break. Back now for race number 10, first half of the late daily double. It's 7 furlongs over the main track. Allowance optional claiming event with a field of 8. Off-time favorites included 5 Princess Victoria and 7 Motown Cat.
And they're off. Checking the last was Gift of Glory. Good start for Too Much Tip, or a better start for Rachette, who's down toward the inside. Motown Cat comes away in good shape. She'll land a good tracking spot on the outside. Back to fourth and Feisty Embrace. Fifth early is the big favorite Princess Victoria. Violet Nature's on her outside. 2 back to As Fast As You Can, and at the back is long shot Gift of Glory with less than 5 furlongs to go. Gaffleon takes hold of Rachette, and she leads the way 3 parts of a length. Too Much Tip is second. Motown Cat on the outside third. Violet Nature is fourth. Toward the inside and fifth is Feisty Embrace. Princess Victoria back to 6th, now getting a green light to try to make some ground again. 2 back to the inside and Gift of Glory, and plummeting to last As Fast As You Can as they round the far turn. Less than 3/8 of a mile remains, and up to take a short lead is Too Much Tip. Rachette right alongside second. Violent Nature let go 4 wide by Miguel Vasquez. 3 wide in Motown Cat. Princess Victoria hard ridden, but not out of the woods yet. She has a shot while 4 wide. Feisty Embrace just to her inside. After a 46-second half mile, they're at the top of the stretch. On the far outside, it's Violent Nature, who now has the lead, and she's kicking clear at the 8th pole. Violent Nature by 2.5. Rachette is second. Too Much Tip next, and down the center, Princess Victoria. 16th to go. Violent Nature on the board at 16 to 1. Will spring the upset under Miguel Vasquez, reporting home 3 lengths on top. Princess Victoria got second. Too Much Tip was third. Rachette finished 4th. And runners away. Good start out wide for Michelle's Fault, who's going looking for the lead. Toward the inside, Macabre put into play early by Joe Bravo. In between horses, Charette makes it a party. These 3 across the course. Then the newcomer, Point of Honor, racing ahead of the other newcomers, Nonsensical and Enduro. Around the first turn they go. The 3 horses with race experience are 1, 2, 3, and the advantage to Charette and Edgar Prado, 3 parts of a length. Toward the inside, Macabre is there second. 3 wide, Michelle's Fault third. It's a gap of 2 to Point of Honor fourth, and comfortable at this stage. 2 lengths clear of Nonsensical, who's to the outside of Enduro. Less than 6 furlongs to run to the first finish line. 24-1 for the opening quarter speed. The advantage is Charette in front by an Eck. 3 wide, Michelle's Fault at the rail, and Macabre. Racing from fourth is Point of Honor. Irad Ortiz Jr. now keeps her out in the clear. Hernandez moves Nonsensical between horses, and Alvarado is closer with Enduro at the back of the field. They try to slacken the midway call here through 49 3 to a half mile. Here's Michelle's Fault now being asked to quicken by Zayas to take on Charette. Macabre is driven by Bravo, passed outside by Point of Honor, who's now into third, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Nonsensical is second last, Enduro is last as they round the far turn. Michelle's Asphalt comes away with the lead. On the outside, here's the bid from Point of Honor, trying to get after a second. Back to third and all in is Charette. Macabre's at a one-pace fourth with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Irad Ortiz Jr. shaking the reins at Point of Honor, and he's getting a response. She's off the turn now, widening to a 3-length lead. Michelle's Fault is back to second. Macabre destined for third with less than a 16th to go. It's a debut win for George Weaver and the daughter of Curlin, Point of Honor, kicking clear to win it easy. She's 6 in front at the end. Second, Michelle's Fault. Third, Macabre. Then Nonsensical, Enduro, and Charette.
That wraps up Sunday's card. Remember, we're dark for live racing on Monday and Tuesday. We're back here on Wednesday with an exciting 10-race card. Our first race post is 12:35 p.m. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.